yeah, I just got done with the last one. This was before, which is the first reaction to The Flash, episode 11, The Reverse Flash returns. And I have to say, season 2 has actually come off to an amazing start. Like, it's so many different things have happened, but there are a couple main things I want to point out for this episode. One, Iris and Wally's mother, she's dying. And to me, like, from Iris basically hurt by what her mom did, being spurned by her mom, and like she just kind of being hardened. In this episode, she really breaks down and just lets her mom just be forgiven, just because of the fact that she knows she needs her mom in a lot of different ways. And even though she doesn't know her as well, she loves to, she's holding on to those good memories. The only problem that's going on is the fact that Wally, he's kind of like being to himself. But it's like, the reason is that he doesn't want to see his mom lose, basically, in this battle, but he's still trying to fix her, you know, and that's the only thing he can kind of control. Whereas before, like, he was still in pain because she never revealed to him that he had a sister and a father that actually didn't know about him. And so it's a lot of different things that are meaty with that, especially like Iris and Wally dialogue. I really love that part about this episode, as well as like Iris's embrace and forgiveness of her mom. That was one of the most defining moments. The other thing is Barry and Patty. Like, a lot of people like me, I'm all Iris and Barry. I'm sorry. That's me, you know. I've been waiting for Patty to go for a while, but she's kind of like, she's been really persistent, and it's even funnier because at the beginning of this episode I was like, the way she's talking, it's like she's implying that she knows that Barry is Flash, and sure enough, that's where she was going with it. Like, she caught Joe in a lie. She even point blank told Barry that, you know, he was the Flash, and what was so crazy about it is the fact that Barry denied it, you know, and he even told Joe his reasons behind that. He was like, I will not let her be a statistic. She will not be a casualty for knowing me. And he was like, he's given up on the fact of just the prospect of love and acceptance of that. And it's like, even though, like, she knowing or not, like, he wants to push her away and let her have her life, you know. And it's sad because she had even said when she kind of cornered him and was like, you know, are you the Flash? He said no. She was like, well, it's sad because I would definitely stay, you know. And like, by day we work crime, and then by night I'm there with you. And it was sad, man. It kind of caught me in the feels. I actually have like a reaction to that I'll post up a little bit later. I got like maybe 3 reactions. I think I probably only post up 2. But the end of the day, like, it solidifies Barry as a more stronger man in a lot of different ways, and that's where it all goes to the forefront with Reverse Flash. Reverse Flash is back. He's trying to find a way of getting back to the future, and it's funny because he's not trying to get to the past yet, because this is his origin story, and that's the thing that makes this episode so much more solidified, because the ramifications of the things they're doing are literally going to point him into doing the things and the actions that he has later. Like, he knows about the particle accelerator because Cisco told him, yeah, you created me, when they capture him. He knows about Harrison Wells because Harrison Wells is holding a gun at him when they're about to let him out. And it's all these different moments that, like, it's sad, because looking at the first season, all these different things that happened and what he did, they were all because of this one specific moment in time. And it was like there was nothing they could do about it, because what happens is Cisco, even though he vibed and saw him, after he used that vibe, it was like, because they changed the timeline, he started literally vaporizing in existence. Like, he was just literally going away. He couldn't stop seizing, and he was literally having, in my opinion, like a Flash at that moment. I think in the animated series where he moved too fast, he literally like shifted out of existence, the plane of existence. And it was crazy because what ended up having to happen is Barry had to let the man go that he knows later on is going to kill his mom. It's like, it's worse than, technically, I didn't even express this in the first reaction, is the fact that in the first season, the end of the last season, Barry let, you know, the Reverse Flash do what he did and didn't do anything about it. But now, Like, he actually has that moment to stop him now, and he still can't do anything about it because Cisco would die, and there's no way of being able to really stop the past from happening, unfortunately. And it's really sad. It's really sad because there's some interesting dialogue that happens with Eobard and with Barry, and Barry just corners him. It's like, why do you hate me? You know, he's like, one of the things is, the thing about the mythos of Reverse Flash, a lot of people don't know, is like, the Reverse Flash idolized the Flash. Like, it was just that he went crazy after he got his powers emulating the Flash, and he realized he could never become the Flash, that he would always be his antagonist to the Flash's protagonist, and that he decided to make it his life's mission, which still, the prospect is just madness, is to be his negative, to make everything that was good about him suffering, essentially. And it's messed up. It was messed up. But it made for good dialogue. It made for good episode. Awesome action sequences that happened, especially them running in the particle accelerator. I kind of felt like it would have been better if they would have kept him locked up and the Flash used the Reverse Flash to say, look, I'm going to make a deal with you. I need you to help me stop Zoom. If you do this for me, I will let you go. I know what you're capable of. I know what you're going to do. I think that would have made more sense to me, but what can you do? Either way, this was a solid episode. I really enjoyed it. Fortunately, the last part of this episode, like, Patty calls Barry, and I don't know why Barry didn't catch it, and he was thinking that something was going to happen on the train, and she was just testing him. And then he kind of stopped vibrating. He showed her who he was, and she accepted that, and she was like, bye, Barry. Now, I don't know if that means that we're going to get an Iris and Barry moment, but one of the biggest things I didn't talk about was Hunter freaking Zolomon. The doppelganger for Jay Garrick is Hunter Zolomon. If you don't know who Hunter Zolomon is, that is the Zoom. That is Zoom. So I don't know where this is going to go. Now we got Wally West. Now we got, Eobard Thawne. Now we got Barry Allen. I mean, Eddie Thawne. I don't know what is going to happen now, because if you got Hunter Zolomon in there, he's supposed to be the Zoom. Then who is the Zoom of Earth 2? So, yeah. There's some crazy stuff going on. And it makes for, whenever Jay Garrick goes back into his time zone, that the Hunter Zolomon of this one will become Zoom of Earth 1. So either way, this is going to be some awesome stuff. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this full reaction and full review for The Flash. Episode 11, The Reverse Flash returns. Stay locked. Not going to stop. JVS. We'll be back next time. And make sure y'all check out all the different reactions I had throughout this episode. It's coming up soon. Peace.